Activities, I promote activities for dates. First date, if you simple, and it's okay to be simple. I'm not telling you that it's not okay to be simple. Go grab a cup of coffee. You want to know the person that you're spending a whole lot of money on. You don't jump out the gate, fellas. Yeah, come on now. You don't jump out the gate spending $300-400 on a date, and then you don't even know who she is. You just, hey, I want to take you out. Let's go grab a cup of coffee. Let me get to know you a little bit. Second date, we had an amazing time at Starbucks. We had an amazing time at Dunkin' Donuts. You can go to a local cafe. I had such an amazing time with her. Now it's time to turn up the volume. Let's crank up the heat. Let's see if she's active. Let's see if she can enjoy something let's see if she can enjoy an activity. And then you go plan an activity. That's when you ain't got to worry about where you want to eat. A lot of guys have issues with, they want to take a chick out, but they want to make sure that they're taking her to a place that she wants to eat. Stop asking her where she wants to eat and take her somewhere. Don't even take her somewhere to get nothing to eat, because the museum got, like, you take her to, you could take her to Busch. If you took her to Busch Gardens, at that point, look, we've been walking around the park all day looking at the zoo, at animals. We've rode a few rides, we laughed, we joked. Let's go to the food court and get us something to eat. These women literally keep telling you and keep screaming all over social media. In real life, they just want somebody to say, hey, get dressed. I'll be there at 7 o'clock to pick you up. I suggest you tell her what type of clothes to wear. Because, hey, if you rocking with me, I'm going to say, hey, leave the heels at the house, baby. I don't even know you like that. Because if you wear heels and you're trying to get sexy, you're selling sex. And we are in my mind, if we hanging out and this is the first or second date. That's it, first or second date. In my mind, if we're hanging out and you're trying to sell me sexy you, then sex will be on my mind. I tell you what, let's go grab some coffee first date. If I like your personality, we match. Second date, babe, check this out. I scheduled us a block of time for us to go ride four-wheelers. The good thing is, if you don't know how to ride four-wheelers or you're afraid, you can either ride on the back with me, or they got passenger four-wheelers where you can ride on the back with the person who works at the place that can, but I'm going to drive. You down? If you are, I'm picking you up at 2 o'clock. Boom. You're creating an environment and a aura for a relationship that's going to be great times, not money. She ain't coming out with no high heels to ride no four-wheeler. If she come out with high heels to ride a four-wheeler, run. She ain't for you. And tell her go back in the house, we good. Live alone. A lot of dudes, y'all gotta have discipline. If you know that something don't fit you, let that go. If someone spends a bunch, I say see more, make sure I got it on. If someone spends a bunch of cash on the first date, they expect to smash. A man only does cheap, small dates to test a woman that he wants to spend time with. Absolutely. Shoot. It's a PG-13 channel. Let me like that comment. Let me love that comment real quick. Pin comment. I'm going to pin that just so everybody can understand. Because I take this content and I throw this content goes on YouTube, it goes on TikTok, it goes on, I got different Facebook pages. So a lot of people follow me all over the place. And this content, like I speak to the fellas, I speak to the ladies, but fellas, you gotta stop using your money on first dates to woo a woman. Because she don't like you. Of course, you're gonna get a second date. You spent $400 to $500, even $1,000 on the first date. Let me tell you something. If a woman spends $400 on me to take me out on our first date, guess what? We're going on a second date because she just set the bar that she's going to cake. Boom. I don't even know her, and she's dropping $500,000. You know, there's high value people that spend thousands of dollars on dates. I don't represent them. I represent great quality people, those people that's right in the middle. You got the low value people, you got the great quality people, and you got the high value people. I am considered high value, but I don't represent them because I'm in the middle. I'd rather be with the great quality. There's more people as far as great quality than there are high value. That's like a top 10 percentile. So I want to speak and reach out to the people in the middle. Stop using your money to feel like you need to impress a female. If your conversation and personality cannot impress her, it's temporary. She will enjoy you as long as you have money to spend. If your money ain't long, she ain't long either. It ain't gonna last long. So I'm trying to teach and tell you how to actually enjoy people and get to know people in a manner that's more suitable for both men and women. Women don't want to tell you, women don't want to plan a date. Men should not spend a whole lot of money on a first or second date. Maybe it's not even a second date. But if you do make it to the first date, definitely not spend a lot of money. The first date, which should be a hangout, should be something like brunch during the daytime, kind of breakfast, kind of lunch. Women like mimosas. Dudes don't really care for big breakfast food. We want some fried chicken and some breakfast food. So you go get chicken and waffles. You can do all that stuff during brunch. So brunch is the perfect place to have a first date, because your first date should only be, the only reason for a first date is to make sure that this person that you're talking to is a person that personality fits in the moment, because we're all actors in the beginning. That person personality fits the type of personality you want to take on a second date. Because if her personality isn't great, guess what? All you bought was a cup of coffee and maybe a croissant, depending on the time that you went. There's no harm, no foul. So stop trying to take them to, I like to use Ruth Chris because that's one of my spots, because I know it's already about minimum $100 a person. Stop trying to take people to show them that you got it. Stop trying to take them to these exclusive and elaborate restaurants or dates on the first date, and you don't even like the person. When the date is over, you don't even like the person. Sabrina, double date. Me and mine with you and yours, we're going to Ruth Chris. We need to plan that. Especially, it need to be around the wedding time, because I better get an invite. I need a +1. You already know. I'm coming down to Miami, and I'm gonna be there wherever you at. I don't care if it happens in Wakanda. I'm coming to Wakanda. Yep. So women do not lead off with "I'm so sexy" on a date. First date, high heels, little short skirts, booty all out, all that. First date, coffee shop. Put on some tennis shoes, some blue jeans, fitted jeans, because you want to know you're cute. Tennis shoes, blue jeans, nice little top. Dude comes, dress mannerably, have some coffee, and see if your personality matches. If your personality matches, second date, guys, fellas, don't even ask what she wants to do. Set it up. Set it up. But this needs to be an activity. First date, coffee shop. Second date, activity. I don't care if it's four-wheelers. I don't care if it's museum, I don't care if it's rock climbing, fun zone, like Sabrina said, the Everglades. At this point, if you know her personality matches what at the moment matches what you can do on a second date, and you feel comfortable, you can go from a picnic with sandwiches and snacks and bottles of wine. You can move from that picnic, depending on how much I would say slowly graduate. So you can go museum, you can go paint and sip. That's a great way, a great setup to have fun. Something that can create laughter and also get the juices flowing, you know what I'm saying? Like mentally, where you can talk about stuff you see or stuff you're doing while you're talking about stuff you like or each other. A lot of y'all say, I'm gonna go take her on a dinner, and you on a dinner date, and you run out of things because sometimes some females, a lot of females, don't know how to talk to men. They weren't even raised that way. If they didn't have a father in the home, how do you think they know how to talk to men? Not because of their brother, because they brothers and sisters, they fight. So they're not talking to their brothers like that. That father's the person they sit down and talk to. But if he's not in the home, then she really grew up not knowing how to talk to men. So a lot of times they really need a push into a conversation. They want to talk to you. They don't know how. Like they say, women have no game. Women just really respond until you put them in a position where conversation has to happen. So men, us fellas, we have to understand that we have to create environments that are conversation based. So if you take her to an aquarium on a second date, you can hold her hand the entire time. You're building a connection that's different. Hold her hand and you can walk through while somebody guides you, or you can go to each exhibit, look at the display as far as, wait a minute, there go that licking that lips again, because I got my fan on because I be getting hot. I can't keep licking my lips while I'm talking to y'all. Hold on a second. Because these big old pot coolers, I can't even, I'm past soup coolers. I got them pot coolers. So what I was saying was, fellas, take her to a date that's more activity based. So hold her hand and walk around, and now her attention and your attention is, your hand is enough to create a connection where her attention is always on you, but you also have her and your attention on things that are educational or things that you can learn about, and then you can discuss together. And at that moment, you can see how you talk to each other. First date, coffee shop. Second date, activity. Activity. Tell her, hey, look, I got us tickets to the aquarium. I need you, because women think it's so sexy, so masculine for a man to just call them and say, hey, be ready at 2. I'll be there to pick you up. That woman gonna look at you so different. She gonna be like, ooh. She gonna call all the homegirls. She gonna be all in the mirror, trying like, how you, and also let her know how to dress. Because if you don't tell her how to dress, she don't know where you're going. She don't know how to get together. Give her all instructions. A man is a leader. He is a guider. He guides his flock the way they should go, and he is the person who gives the directions. Say, hey, babe, look, I got something scheduled for us. It's the aquarium. It's the museum, Black History Museum. I've always wanted to check it out, but I waited. But I never found the right time. But now I feel like it's the perfect time because I would rather go with you. So look, I got us tickets. I plan on picking you up around 12 p.m. I'll pick you up. Be ready. We're going to a museum, so dress appropriately, okay? Don't be bringing out my high heels because I know you want to. So she gets her stuff together. She gets ready. She gets her stuff put together. You go pick her up and you take her. The museum has food. There's food there. Hey, you're hungry? Are you hungry? Let's grab us something to eat. Now you can walk into one of the shops in the museum and grab something to eat. If she don't want it, she gonna tell you she don't have a taste for that. She rather go get something at that other little spot. And at that point, say, okay, cool. We'll both eat there then, because I can find something anywhere. I just want to sit down and enjoy it. Man, this is gas and game, man. Gas and game. That's it. Because the only thing that's gonna save the culture, that's it. We are right here and we're doing this to each other. Men, women, women, men. Doesn't matter. Men, whatever. Whatever y'all want to be, you're doing this. We need to stop doing this and just do this. Because the culture is suffering behind it. And I don't care about your individual thoughts and your individual feelings. And that's why you don't know how to take me. I'm really coming at our ladies and our lioness as in a more fatherly way, because I don't want you. My life is secured. I don't need you. I don't chase nobody. I don't do none of that. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. The village, you already know, it's Black History Month. Valentine's, we're gonna show out for the lioness. I'm taking donations all the way up to Sunday. Sunday, I'm cutting it off, and then whatever we raise, I will take care of single Black women on Valentine's Day. Period.